So the question gets asked, are people still making a move here to Salt Lake City? Well, yes, tons of people are still making a move here to Salt Lake City. And today we are going to hop into some of the main reasons why people are calling Salt Lake home. And we're going to hop into it right now. Mariah Koehle here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in Utah, and this channel is everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living here in Utah. And if that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below. Make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you're notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, who are looking to relocate, buy or sell a property, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and my team and I would absolutely love to help you out. So the question I continue to get asked are, Mariah, are people still making a move here to Utah, specifically Salt Lake City? Absolutely. Absolutely. I get calls every single week from people who are making a move here for all sorts of reasons. Number one reason that a lot of the calls that I end up getting here are people are making a move here for jobs. Yes, people are making a move here for the jobs. Their jobs are being relocated here, their companies being relocated here, and that is one of the main reasons that people are making a move here, are simply because of the different job opportunities. The unemployment rate here is very low. It's less than 3%, which is awesome. And a lot of companies are, bringing their businesses here to Utah. And because of that, lots of people are making a move here. So number one, simply the jobs. Second reason that I have been finding that lots of people are making a move here too is simply the quality of life. Yes, the quality of life. I get calls, people are like, Mariah, I'm very outdoorsy. I have kids. I am looking for, this lifestyle where, we like hiking, we like biking, we like being involved with all these different things. And I think Utah is going to lend itself really nicely for that. Well, yes, the quality of life here in Utah is really fantastic. If you are an outdoor enthusiast and you love being outdoors, Utah is phenomenal all year long for that, specifically Salt Lake. And if the world-class skiing, you've got these gorgeous mountains that are right behind me, and you're in this beautiful, beautiful area. And there are so many hiking trails, there's biking trails. Like I said, the ski resorts. If you are into skiing, snowboarding, any of that, the number of ski resorts that are within an hour distance of here in Salt Lake is incredible. And these ski resorts, sometimes people are like, oh, I'm thinking about, are the ski resorts only open during the winter time? Guess what? They're actually open all year long, most of the year. And obviously not for skiing, but a lot of them, if you're into mountain biking, we have so many friends that will take the chairlifts, the gondolas up, they put their bikes on the back, and then they can go mountain biking down a lot of these these ski hills, but they are for mountain biking during the summer. Unbelievably popular here. So just lots in the way of things to do, livability, the different job opportunities. Moving right along to number 3 is the business environment. Yes, the business environment, and people are making a move here for taxes. And if you have your own business, Utah is a very business friendly state, and Utah has what's called a flat tax. So it is 4.65%. Yes, 4.65%, which is a flat tax. So for many businesses, that is very business friendly. There are other surrounding states that are more on a gradual rate. So having that flat tax is a game changer for many. Also, when we talk about property taxes, I've had several clients from the East Coast reach out and they're like, wait a minute, what are the property taxes here in Utah? Like, this is crazy. So if it is your primary residence, it's 0.5%. Yes, 0.5%. If it is an investment property, it's usually 1% of that purchase price, or what it is, the assessed value of that. So just know, in terms of property taxes, you're looking at 0.5% if it is your primary residence. If not, we're looking at 1%. So for many, that is very business friendly, and people are making a move here simply for finances as well. Another reason people are making a move here to Utah, many of the surrounding areas, the housing affordability here compared to some of the surrounding states is actually still affordable. Although I do have to say, many people that are living here in Utah are like, this is not affordable anymore. And I'm telling you, prices have gone up incredibly, so much higher than they have been before. So, but knowing that, if you're talking about California, you're talking about some of these places on the East Coast, some places in Colorado, like all these different places around, you can still find some affordable housing here in Utah. And when we talk about housing here in Utah, many people that move here are like, oh, I don't need the 4,000 square foot home. I mean, I'll take it, but I don't need a house that big. One thing to note is many of the houses here in Utah do have a basement. Yes, they have a basement, which adds on a lot of extra square footage to your home. Some of the basements are finished, meaning that, the whole area in the basement is all completed, it's livable. There are others that are not finished. So it means the drywall's not up, and sometimes, the electrical's not done. Some of it's already, ready to go. But with that finished or unfinished space, it still creates a lot of extra square footage in your home, like I mentioned. So in terms of affordable housing, there are a lot of housing options here in Utah. If you're looking for housing specifically right in Salt Lake City, right in Salt Lake, it's tricky right in and around. And so many people go to the outskirts of Salt Lake City simply because there's a lot more options in and around. If you're looking at commuting into the city, another reason people are moving here too is, like we talked about with the jobs, there's a lot of healthcare, finance, education jobs right in and around the city. But if you're commuting into Salt Lake City, the commute is for a city is relatively very easy. Commuting in and out of here is easy, especially because of public transportation. There are a lot of, you can park. There's a lot of parking options that are here, and there's a lot of, depending on where you're at, there's underground public parking options as well. So yes, there's the street parking, but also there are a lot of parking garages that are underground, which create, easy access for, coming into the city and coming out. Another reason people are making a move here are simply all the different family-friendly communities and the space. I'm telling you, we talked a little bit about housing and all of that, having extra square footage down below in the basement, all that. Many of the yards, there are yards. I remember when we were living in California and I told my husband, I was like, Eric, I just want to have a yard where the kids can, toss the ball around and it doesn't fly over to the neighbor's fence every single time. Yes, there's still, lots of things here in Utah like that too, but there are more options where you've got a little bit more space here in Utah and you've got a little bit more yard, to be able to run around and to do those different things, to throw a ball around. So that is another reason too. You've got, it's family friendly. There's lots of different activities, the parks, the recreation, the, just the opportunities. I was talking with a buddy the other day and she's like, hey, I've got all of our ski passes, we're ready to go. And she's like, I just cannot believe how affordable it is to take your kids skiing to like certain resorts. So you can get different resort passes, you can get kid passes for specific resorts, and those resorts will give you passes to some of the other ski resorts too. So for example, if you buy a kid's pass at Brighton, they will give you a pass, they'll give you a 1 day to Deer Valley and 1 day to Solitude and 1 day to some of the other surrounding ones. So for many that are skiers, they're like, this makes so much sense. We just love being able to do this with our family, and it's such a fun activity. And last but not least, the cultural scene. Yes, the cultural scene here in and around Salt Lake City. When we're talking about fine arts, when we're talking about music, the symphony that's here, the Utah Symphony is phenomenal. And really just the plays and museums, the Hale Theater that's nearby, just a lot of the plays, the theaters, the art, the museums that are here are top notch. In Lehi, there's this row of museums. It's called Thanksgiving Point. Yes, Thanksgiving Point. They've got the Curiosity Museum, the Dinosaur Museum, Farmtown, all these just incredible hands-on museums that I know personally my kids have loved exploring for years and years, and just really great family friendly, and family friendly, but also that cultural piece here is a huge one. So hopefully this gives you an idea of our families, our people still making a move here to Salt Lake. Yes, they are. And for all various different reasons: jobs, housing, family friendly, outdoor activities, the cultural scene, and really just wanting a change of pace and living in this beautiful environment. So if you are thinking about making a move, relocating here to the Salt Lake City, Utah area, my team and I hear from people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. So feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and it would be my pleasure to chat with you. Take care and wishing you a wonderful day. Bye.